Hey there guys, John Campea here, and thank you for visiting my movie vlog. You know, August is right around the corner, it is upon us, so it's time for us to take a look down at the movies that are coming out. Now, there's a lot of entertainment, there's a lot of movies in theater vying to get your box office dollar. So I like to put these videos together every month to talk about the top 5 movies you must see in the month of August. Now, of course, these are all just anticipation and only ordered according to my personal tastes. You guys will have to decide for yourself which ones look best to you. But for now, let's get to the top 5. And the number 5 film you really got to see in the month of August, I think, is going to be Birth of the Dragon. Birth of the Dragon opens on August 25th, and the synopsis reads like this. Set against the backdrop of 1960s San Francisco, Birth of the Dragon is a modern take on the classic movies that Bruce Lee was known for. It takes its inspiration from the epic and still controversial showdown between an up-and-coming Bruce Lee and Kung Fu master Wong Jack Man, a battle that gave birth to a legend. For quite a while, this is a movie that flew under the radar for a lot of people, and then the first trailer for it dropped, and it's not under the radar anymore. Now, a lot of people are looking forward to this movie. It comes in at number 5 of my top 5 must-see movies. Number 4 on the top 5 must-see list is actually a movie we've been talking about for a while. It's Logan Lucky, directed by Steven Soderbergh, who's been coming out of retirement to direct this one. This one opens on August 18th, and the synopsis reads like this. The Logans are a hard-scramble family from the hills of West Virginia, and their clan has been famous for its bad luck for nearly 90 years. But the conniving Jimmy Logan, played by Channing Tatum, decides it's time to turn the family's luck around, and with a little help from his friends, the redneck robbers, he plans to steal $14 million from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. The story sounds great, the director is great, the trailer looks great, and it's got an incredible cast with Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Daniel Craig, and more. This film looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, comes in my number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3 is going to be a surprise for a lot of people, and it's a surprise for me considering the first film wasn't very good, but it's the new Annabelle film, Annabelle Creation. This one opens on August 11th and reads like this. Former toy maker Sam Mullins and his wife Esther are happy to welcome a nun and 6 orphan girls into their California farmhouse. Years earlier, the couple lost their 7-year-old daughter Annabelle in a tragic car accident. Terror soon strikes when one of the girls finds a seemingly innocent doll that seems to have a life of its own. Now, considering the first Annabelle movie was, at best, a big disappointment to a lot of people, I know I was really excited to see it after seeing The Conjuring. I mean, an Annabelle standalone movie seemed like a no-brainer, and it really let a lot of us down. So why is Annabelle Creation ranking so high as the number 3 must-see movie of the month? Simple. The response to the movie has been outstanding. As of the recording of this video, Annabelle Creation actually holds a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, there's not a whole ton of reviews that have been counted yet, but still, holding 100% is nothing to sneeze at. And for that reason, it takes the number 3 spot. Coming in the number 2 spot is a film that a lot of you are going to be surprised isn't in the number 1 spot. And honestly, I was going to have it in the number 1 spot. But anyway, it's The Dark Tower, and it opens on August 4th. The synopsis reads like this. The last gunslinger, played by Idris Elba, is locked in an eternal battle with the Man in Black, Matthew McConaughey. The gunslinger must prevent the Man in Black from toppling the Dark Tower, the key that holds the universe together. With the fate of the worlds at stake, 2 men collide in the ultimate battle between good and evil. Okay, so with a property like Dark Tower and having a cast like Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba, why is it not the number 1 film on the list? Honestly, it's because of this. The studio isn't showing the film to critics until 1 day before it opens. That's right, most critics haven't even seen the film yet. It's not being shown to critics at all for preview screenings until the day before the movie opens. Now, that doesn't automatically mean anything bad, but it's usually a pretty big red flag that the studio doesn't have a lot of faith in it. Still, it's Dark Tower. That's enough for me to still put it at the number 2 spot. And the number 1 must-see movie of August, opening on August 18th, probably will surprise a lot of you, but it's the Hitman's Bodyguard. Now, I didn't think a lot about this movie when I first heard about it. However, the trailers have completely changed my mind. This movie looks hilarious. Like I mentioned, it opens on August 18th, and the synopsis reads like this. The world's top protection agent, played by Ryan Reynolds, is called upon to guard the life of his mortal enemy, one of the world's most notorious hitmen, played played by Samuel L. Jackson. The relentless bodyguard and manipulative assassin have been on the opposite end of the bullet for years and are thrown together for a wildly outrageous 24 hours. Like I said, this looks like one and sounds like one that could have easily been a throwaway comedy, but the trailers have done what trailers are supposed to do, get you more interested in the movie. And I thought the tone and what seems like the frantic pace of it and the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson has been enough to sell me to make it my #1 most anticipated movie of August. But the most important thing here is, what do you think about the films coming out in August? How would you order your top 5 most anticipated movies list? Jump into the comments section and let us all know. While you're here, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you're following me on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter, simply @John Campea. That'll do it for me, guys. So until next month, bye-bye.